this one up. And the Rebels will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Carroll. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone.
On the set.
This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll try it over the left side. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes...
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Give to the running back. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
Terrier.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Green 25. Reload. Ready.
Quick handoff. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Moose. Lion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the...
And it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carroll. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Black 24.
The back goes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll line up for a second down play.
Here we go.
From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down.
Squirrel, squirrel. Tuna, tuna. Pilot, pilot. Griffin. Logger, logger. Ah!
He's looking downfield to throw. Takes a shot. He makes a catch. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up.
Here we go.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Ready.
A first down for the offense.
Spider. Cut it, cut it. Belly stunner. Alert.
Looking for room. It's Wiggins. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And the ball's on the ground. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways. And the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Live by the blitz, get hit with a chunk play on the blitz too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
Gets it out fast. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space.
Oh, what a grab by the defense!
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. First down to start the drive after the break.
42 Spider.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. This quarterback part of their running game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.
Okay,
And the Mustangs are flying down the field.
Slide 22. Slide 20. Jack
They'll
Rabbit.
move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll run the toss. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Ready.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down.
Logger. Tuna. Pilot. Go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Arrow.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Fires to the middle. It's caught.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Gorilla.
Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And wings it incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Off he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Rebels.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's gonna pass. Makes his connection. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up. On second down, wants to throw it. Using his feet to buy time. He's got an open man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The Mustangs with the 1st and 10.
Belly stutter. Set. Hut.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Green 25.
Quarterback will audible. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gonna let it fly. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40, at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Quarterback keeps it. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Igloo.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down.
Gaucho.
From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mustangs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 21 to Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Black 24.
Quarterback checking off.
Down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
Gaucho.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Timber.
On second down, he's looking downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Razor. Arrow. Here we go.
Scanning the field, it's Howard. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Between the uprights, it's good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer.
Got it.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mustangs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback.
Okay.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. From the gun. Makes the catch. It's Wiggins. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Rebels are on the move. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Get set, get set.
Takes the handoff. It's Wiggins. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The Rebels trying to pay off the threat on first and goal.
Easy.
They want to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Ready?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
Flare.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
Cobra. Hornet.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Acorn. Go.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And they miss the opportunity to draw closer, still down by 5.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Got it.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down.
Terrier. Lion, lion. Squirrel, squirrel. Ready, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Carroll. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Little touch pass to the receiver. Finally pulled down, but not before, moving the chains for a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Now the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
The short hands, it's Wiggins. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab, it's Lee. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they do on third down.
25. Black 24. Black 24.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
Pilot. Pilot. Griffin. Logger. Logger.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive.
Moves.
The wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Here we go. Go.
Back to the ground game on the left. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
Ready,
If
set.
they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
Flare.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
Cut it. Cut it. Longer. Tuna. Ready now.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it fly. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Got it.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe.
Brings it down on the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. A new set of downs after the completion.
Easy.
To throw, it's Howard. Throws for the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working there. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off play action on 1st down. Got And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Okay,
The
ready?
SMU offense is headed back onto the field.
Flare. Check.
They'll give it to the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
He's blue. And Rita. Ready.
He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. And look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Ready, break.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. With jet sweep pass. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Gorilla. Ready.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Black 24.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Razor. Check.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
Dino. Timber.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This offense has a second down play. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11.
Gaucho. Squirrel. Hornet. Gaucho. Hawk. Timber.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Okay.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
Set. Lizzie. Arrow. Griffin. Ready, go.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The Mustangs want to move quickly. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Ready.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10.
Ringo. 29 Philly.
They're going to ride this running back.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Lasso.
Here's the handoff. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.